Good morning! Happy Friday! Woo! Woo! Dance it out, guys! Woo! Alright, I'm gonna get started. Okay. Alright. So, if you guys are not jumping up and down every second, single moment of your day, then why are you living? You're not living if you're not jumping up and down. You're gonna be excited about being alive. If you're not, then you're not really living. Okay, so I'm out of breath. Okay, guys. So today I want to talk about procrastination or feeling a lack of energy. So first of all, taking a deep breath in. So breathe in and breathe out. Okay. So I used to struggle with this a lot. Procrastination. I know I have to do so much in order to move the business forward, in order to move the needle forward, but I didn't do them. I kept pushing it off. I kept saying, okay, tomorrow I'll do it. Next hour I'll do it. And then it also shows up in sleeping in a lot. So lack of energy. It didn't matter how much I slept. I would always feel fatigued and tired in the middle of the day. And I would always snooze my alarm clock. And when it goes off, I'll be like, okay, I'm going to sleep for another hour. And then I would wake up at 11, 10:30, 12. It was insane. So at the underneath of that, it's not what you think it is. It's not that you're not sleeping enough. It's not that you're lazy. It's not that you don't know what to do, which we tell ourselves when we procrastinate and when we have a lack of energy. But the truth is, what's underneath of that is that when we procrastinate, we're actually trying to avoid something that we don't want to feel. Certain emotions that we don't want to feel, certain pain that we don't want to feel, we are trying to avoid it. So what I mean by this, I'll give you an example. When I put together my 26 Days to Greatness challenge, I had to really reach out to speakers, experts, people who are at the top of the game, highly successful entrepreneurs, influencers, and I had to reach out to them to get them on my show, to get them to be a speaker on my challenge. And that process, I procrastinated on it. I didn't want to do it. I dreaded sending out the emails. I dreaded the process of finding them, reaching out, getting on a phone call with them. And if you look at it from a different perspective, all of those action in itself, it's absolutely simple. It's easy, right? Sitting at home, sending out a couple of emails, sipping a cup of coffee. It's easy. It's not difficult. But what makes it difficult was that the feelings I had attached to it. I was trying to run away because I didn't want to feel rejected. I didn't want to feel less than. I didn't want the experts to think that I am not good enough. All of that conversation was what's underneath of the procrastination, right? It's not that I was lazy. It's not that I didn't know what I was doing. I knew what I was doing, but I procrastinated because I didn't want to feel the fears of judgment, the fears of abandonment, the fears of all of that stuff. It's the emotional triggers that that I was running away from. And same goes for you, right? Whatever it is that you're procrastinating on right now in this moment that you're putting off, that you say you'll do it later, you're not actually running away from the task itself. You're running away from the feelings that you have with the task. What you think will happen if it doesn't turn out right. What you think it will happen if that person say no to you. You're running away from that feeling. You're not running away from the task itself. So take a look at it. Take a look in your own life and see how this is showing up for you right now. And once you heal that part of you that is you're running away from, that you're avoiding, then everything becomes super easy, right? For me now, I jump out of bed at 5:30 a.m. I do my workout and I just go right into answering emails, sending emails, calling people up. Like yesterday, I called 46 people, complete strangers I never talked to. I just called them up. And in the past, it actually took me a month to call up that 46 people on my list. But why I was finally able to do it was I let go of a lot of my fears of judgment, fears of what people would think of me, fears of abandonment, all of that stuff. So I just hopped on a phone call and I called these people up, right? So that's how I encourage you guys to look at it in your own personal life, okay? Procrastination, it's not what you think it is. So let's talk about lack of energy. So we all have an infinite stream of energy from within us that we have access to. What lack of energy just means is either it's leaking or you're being shut off from that energy source. So it's not about how much you sleep. It's not, I mean, eating the right food supports you with that, absolutely. But when we feel tired, when we feel fatigued, it's actually just because we're spending all of our day, throughout the day, all of the energy in protecting our emotional triggers. And it's interconnected with procrastination, right? When we are trying to protect ourselves from feeling being judged, from feeling the pain of rejection, the pain of abandonment, we're always trying to protect ourselves from feeling those when there are triggers sitting on your heart, right? So little incidents that happen throughout the day, someone cuts you off on the highway, someone looked at your message but didn't answer your message, all of those things are little triggers that create emotions within you that you're protecting yourself from. So obviously your energy is being used in all areas of your life every single day. Every single day there's certain triggers that are taking your energy away from you. So that's why I call it leaking. Your energy is leaking. So until you remove those triggers, until you heal whatever is getting triggered inside of you, your energy will continue to run low. For me now, I have so much energy. You know, I work from morning till night and I still feel so fired up because I feel good inside. I don't get triggered when someone read my message and didn't answer. Cool, that's a neutral event. It has nothing to do with me, right? So you really gotta look at, you know, where are you getting triggered throughout the day. So start getting your energy back. Okay, you don't need to sleep 14 hours like I used to, or 12 hours to be more correct. So I hope this was supportive for you guys. Guys, remember, if you're just tuning in, if you're not jumping and yelling and screaming for joy, then you're not fully living, because every moment, it's a magical moment that you're alive and living and so much to be excited about. All right, guys. And also, one last thing really quickly. If you're feeling lack of energy right now, the quickest way, the fastest way to snap out of that stagnant energy is just jump up and down and dance. That's it. And scream. Get your body moving. Physiology, it makes up 95% of okay, I'll say it better. Tony Robbins said this. 80% of your success is dependent on your physiology, your emotional state. So just jumping up and down and dancing helps with that. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And I hope you have an amazing weekend. And I'll see you next week. Bye.